Hello everyone. In this video, I will demonstrate how to solve simple inventory management problems using Excel. So this is the first problem we're going to solve here. Uh, this is chapter 10 inventory management, problem number 4 on page number 451, relates to Westside Auto. So you have given a data, you have given the annual demand of 12,000 units per year. The ordering cost is $25 to place one order, and unit cost of the component is $2.50 per unit. Holding rate, annual holding rate is 20% of the unit cost, and number of days in a year equals 250 working days, and lead time, which is M, equals 5 days, which means once you place the order, it takes 5 days for you to receive the order. So first, we can go ahead and calculate the annual holding cost. That's a carrying cost to carry one item or one component throughout the year at your warehouse. So the holding cost is going to be calculated as 20% of the unit cost. So that's going to be 0.2 times, sorry here, so I'm going to say equals to 0.2 times 250. So that's going to be this much dollar per year. So if you need to carry one component throughout the year, it's going to cost you $1.50. I mean 50 cents throughout the year. So first thing that we need to calculate here is the economic order quantity. So what is the economic order quantity for this component? So that's given by Q asterisk, which equals square root of 2 times D times ordering cost divided by carrying cost or holding cost. D here means annual demand, which is given 12,000 unit. So if you put everything in the formula, so it should be equals to, say, square root of 2 times annual demand times ordering cost. So I would like to place another parenthesis here, divided by carrying cost here. I'm going to put additional bracket here, and that should give you 1095.445 units. So every time you're going to place an order, you're going to place an order for 1095.44 units. So that's going to be my answer here. So it's going to be here, I'm going to say economic order quantity is 1095.445 units, which means that each order placed should consist of 1095.445 units. Okay, so what is the purpose of inventory management? When you're going to read the chapter, you will come to know that the whole idea of managing inventory is to lower the cost of holding or managing the inventory, which includes ordering cost and carrying cost and purchasing cost as well. Now, like, why it is an important issue? Because you always trying to minimize the inventory management cost, right? If you are minimizing the if you minimize the amount of inventory you're going to hold or you're going to carry or in the warehouse, it's going to affect your customer service level as well, right? So as you lower the inventory levels, your customer service level goes down as well. So that's a very tricky problem because you want to maintain high customer service level. So the whole idea here is we want to minimize the inventory management cost while maintaining appropriate level of customer service or satisfactory level of customer service. So here this tells me that if you place an order each time with the quantity equals 1095.445 units, this will help you minimize your inventory management cost per year. Okay, so the second question here is, what is the reorder point? When should you place the order? So reorder point, which is R, is given by daily demand times lead time. So where is days daily demand, and M is the lead time here as given here. So we can calculate the daily demand by dividing the annual demand with the number of working days, which is 250. So that's going to be equals to here. Let's say I'm going to go here. That's my annual demand divided by 250. That's going to give me daily demand. And so every day I'm consuming 48 components. Okay. And my reorder point is, if my lead time equals 5 days, is going to be equals to, I'm going to say, my daily demand times my lead time, which is 5, which means that if the inventory drops to 250 units, you need to place an order. Okay, so because every day you're consuming 48 units and it takes 5 days for you to receive the order once you place the order. So you gotta have 250 units, I mean 240 units in your hand. So if it drops to, if your inventory level drops to 240 units, you are going to place a new order. Okay, so the third question is, you need to find the cycle time. Cycle time basically tells you that how long an order is going to last, how many days in terms of time. So it's given by 250 working days. That's given 250 working days. Okay, and if you divide by this formula here, D over Q asterisk, which means annual demand over economic order quantity, that's going to give you the length of the cycle time in number of days. So that should be equals to, I know that I have 250 working days. I'm going to divide by, say, my economic order quantity is this much. I'm going to divide this by annual demand. Okay, so that should give me, okay, hold on a minute. So I did something wrong here. 250 divided by annual demand, which is 12,000 unit, and divided by Q, which is economic order quantity, is this much. Okay, and that equals to 22.82 days. Okay, so cycle time is, I'm gonna say this one, 22.82 days. This means that each order is going to last 22.82 days. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 4 here is, what are the total annual holding cost and ordering costs associated with your recommended EOQ. So our EOQ here is 1095.4 units. So for that economic order quantity, we need to find annual inventory management costs, and that's given by this formula here. Economic order quantity divided by 2 times holding cost plus annual demand divided by economic order quantity times ordering cost. So we're going to put in the values there. So here we know that economic order quantity is this much divided by 2 times holding cost, which is this much, plus, I'm going to say, your annual demand divided by EOQ times ordering cost. Okay, so that's gonna give you $547.72. So this is how much you're gonna spend managing your inventory, which includes ordering the inventory as well as holding on to the inventory for a year in your warehouse. So the total annual cost is going to be $547.72. This is how much you're gonna spend per year. Now that's an extension to this problem here. Suppose that Westside's management likes the operating efficiency of ordering one order each month and in the quantities of 1000 unit. How much more expensive would this policy be than your economic order quantity recommended above? Would you recommend in favor of 1000 units order quantity? You have to explain this one here. So I'm sorry for the typo here. What would the order point be if 1000 unit quantity were acceptable? Okay, so the current order size, which is Q, is 1000 units per order. That's what we want to do. So our annual demand is going to be simply 1000 times 12, because we have 12 months. That's going to give us 12,000 units per year. So that's annual demand. So we know the total annual inventory cost formula here. It's the same formula as we use here. Something's going to change. We know that Q is going to change and D is going to change. The rest is going to be the same. So here I'm gonna say 1000 unit, that's what I'm gonna be using, divided by 2 times, we know the carrying cost, which is this one, plus we have 12,000 divided by 1000 times the ordering cost, which is $25 per order. So that's gonna be giving you $550 per year. This is how much you spend if you stick to 1000 units per order. Okay, so the difference between the two annual inventory costs equals, I'm gonna say this one equals this minus 547 was 92. So the difference is only $2.28. So the difference is so small that I would stick with 1000 units instead of 1000, what was that here, 1095 units, because it's going to be easier for me to manage the inventory with the 1000. It's easy to remember, easy to manage, and the difference is not that high, $2.28. So I'm going to be paying $2.28 more per year if I go with 1000 unit instead of 1095 units here, 95.445. So this is how you would solve this inventory management problem here. With this, I'm going to end my video here. Thank you very much for listening.